Hi guys, this is Dr. MK and in this video I am going to discuss a reaction known as Gabriel-Thallamate synthesis. This reaction basically involves the conversion of ammonia into primary amine. You may ask a question, in Gabriel-Thallamate synthesis means we need to start the reaction from Thallamate as a reactant, but you are saying this reaction involves the conversion of ammonia into primary amine. How is it possible? The answer to the question is given in this video, and along with that I am going to discuss a new procedure which is related to Gabriel-Thallamate synthesis, that is Ing-Manski procedure. So keep watching the video without skipping. In Gabriel-Thallamate synthesis, the first step is reaction of Thallamate with potassium hydroxide. Potassium hydroxide dissociates as K plus and OH minus, and this acts as a base, and this base abstracts this acidic hydrogen, and this electron move towards nitrogen atom. As a result, it will lead to the formation of potassium thallamate. So once it is formed, it reacts with alkyl halide via SN2 pathway. So SN2 pathway means we know that is rear side attack. So what will happen here? This nitrogen minus charge will approach here, and as a result this will be leaving as X minus. So this K plus and this X minus will be leaving as K hex, and leading to the formation of N-alkylated thallamide. So this is said to be alkyl halide. Okay, so once this N-alkylated thallamide has formed means the next step is to break this two bonds. This between this nitrogen C double bond O bond, and here this nitrogen and C double bond O bond breaking should be taking place. So for that purpose we can carry out this reaction in two steps. The first step is hydrolysis, and the second step is Ing-Manski procedure. Okay, so what will happen in hydrolysis? So you can treat with acid or base, and along with that you need to use water. So what will happen basically, here you will add hydrogen, and here you have to add OH, and here you have to add hydrogen, and here you have to add OH. As a result you will get the formation of the primary amine. Along with that you will get phthalic acid. Whereas in the case of Ing-Manski procedure, so in this case we need to use hydrazine ethanol as a solvent at reflux condition. So at this case what will happen, this part will be added here, and this will form a compound known as thal hydrazide. So along with that you will get primary amine also. So the CN bond breaking can be carried out by two methods. First one is hydrolysis and second one is Ing-Manski procedure. So this is about the basic concept involving in Gabriel-Thallamate synthesis. Now let us discuss the mechanism of these two processes, that is hydrolysis and this one, that is Ing-Manski procedure. First let us see acid mediated hydrolysis, that is this one. Followed by that we will discuss base mediated hydrolysis. Followed by that we will discuss with hydrazine and ethanol at reflux condition method. So all the three mechanisms we are going to discuss right now. So first let us see acid hydrolysis mechanism. So what will happen here, this oxygen lone pair abstracts this hydrogen, that is proton, so leading to the formation of this species. Once this species is formed means it reacts with water molecule. So we know that water will be having two lone pairs of electron on oxygen atom, so it attacks here and this electron moves here, so leading to the formation of this species. So once it is formed, here we have a lone pair on nitrogen atom, it immediately abstracts this hydrogen atom. As a result this bond migrates towards oxygen atom and leading to the formation of this intermediate species. So once it is formed means we know that this is a very good leaving group since nitrogen is having positive charge. So what will happen, this electron comes back to this carbon atom, and this hydrogen will be leaving as H plus, that is acid is regenerated during the course of the reaction. So once it is formed means it forms a double bond. So as a result this sigma bond moves towards the nitrogen atom, leading to the formation of this compound. So once this compound is formed means The next step will be the protonation of this lone pair electron on oxygen atom. So again, once again it is protonated, that is this amide carbonyl is protonated, so leading to the formation of this species. Once it is formed, it reacts with water. So as I said already, water has a lone pair of electron on oxygen atom, and this will be shifting towards oxygen atom, leading to the formation of this species. So once it is formed, the nitrogen is having lone pair of electron and it abstracts this proton and it becomes neutral, that is oxygen with having positive charge. After getting this pair of electron, it has become neutral. Okay, so it will form this species. So okay, once again, if it is formed means you can see this part is a very good leaving group. So what will happen, this hydrogen comes back here, that is electron comes back here, and that hydrogen will be leaving as H plus, and the carbon valence is increased by 1. So what will happen, this bond is shifting towards nitrogen atom and it will form a primary amine along with phthalic acid. So this will be leaving as acid. So acid whatever used in the first step, it is regenerated in the final step. Okay, so we know that this reaction condition is acid medium. So this is amine which is basic in nature. So acid whatever generated here, and it will react with amine, it will form ammonium salt, that is NH3 plus, that is this will be protonated. Okay, so once you treat with proper base, that is sodium hydroxide or something else, so this will be abstracting this hydrogen atom and it will get the free amine. Okay, so this is about, you need to isolate this amine. This is a basic process involved in. Okay, so this is about acid mediated hydrolysis process. Let us discuss base mediated hydrolysis process. So in this case, so what will happen, this OH minus which comes from potassium hydroxide, so it will directly attack this carbonyl carbon. As a result, this electron will be shifting towards oxygen atom, so it will form this species. So once it is formed, this electron comes back here and this will be leaving as N minus. So it takes 2 electron and there will be a negative charge on nitrogen, so it will form this one. So you can see this one is a carboxylic acid. So which is acidic in nature, and nitrogen is having minus charge. So what will happen, immediately it takes this proton and this bonded electron will be shifting towards oxygen atom and it will form this that carboxylate ion. So once it is formed means the next step will be the treatment of base. So one more mole of base is coming and attacking here this carbonyl system, and this electron will be shifting towards oxygen atom and leading to the formation of this intermediate species. So once it is formed, this electron will be coming back and this bond will be shifting. So this carbon nitrogen bond is broken and leading to the formation of this anionic species, and here you have carboxylic acid, and here as I said already, here you have carboxylic acid means it will donate H plus, so it needs one hydrogen plus, that is proton. So what will happen, this will abstract this proton and this electron will be shifting towards oxygen atom and you will get free amine. So here you have O minus means the corresponding counter cation will be potassium. We have taken here potassium hydroxide, so you should keep potassium with positive charge. Okay, so if you want to make it neutral means you need to treat with acid, so it will be forming phthalic acid, but that is not necessary. Our aim is to make only this free amine. Okay, so this is about base mediated hydrolysis mechanism. Now let us discuss Ing-Mainsky procedure mechanism. So in this case we need to use hydrazine. So in hydrazine, this nitrogen will be having lone pair of electron, so it will attack here. As a result, this pi electron will move towards oxygen atom and leading to the formation of this species. So once it is formed, what will happen here, this electron will be coming back. So as a result, this bond will be shifting towards nitrogen atom. So it will lead to the formation of this minus charge on nitrogen atom. So here the nitrogen is having positive charge because of one valency, that is extra. So here the nitrogen valency is actually, that is 2. Okay, so what will happen, this minus charge is abstracting this proton. As a result, this sigma bond electron will move towards nitrogen atom and making these two species neutral. So you can see this both species become neutral. So what will happen next, this nitrogen lone pair here, So what will happen? It will attack here, and this electron will be shifting towards oxygen atom. So leading to the formation of a cyclic system. So you can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there is a formation of a 6-member ring. At 6th position, you have a carbon single bond O minus, and here you have a nitrogen which is having hydrogen and R group. Okay, so once it is formed means the next step will be this electron will be coming back, and this bond will be shifting towards nitrogen atom. That means carbon nitrogen bond is broken. So it will form this 2 species. So as I said already, this minus charge needs H plus. So what will happen? It will abstract this proton, and this electron will be shifting towards nitrogen atom and leading to the formation of a primary amine. And I said already, this is thal hydrazide compound. Okay, so this is about Ing-Mensky procedure, and this is going to be important one. So those who are preparing for that higher level examination means this procedure is so much important, and those who are preparing for NEET examination means that first 2 procedures that are enough. So now let us discuss the procedure for making phthalimide. So we have taken phthalimide as a reactant. Now we are going to see how the phthalimide is prepared. Okay, so for that purpose we need to take phthalic acid and treat with ammonia. So here you can check, there are 2 acid groups, so you need to take 2 equivalents of ammonia. So ammonia is base and this is acid. Okay, so when you treat acid and base means it will form salt. So as usual it forms an ammonium salt, that is ammonium phthalate, this salt name is. So once this ammonium phthalate is formed means you need to heat this compound. So when you heat it means, so what will happen? This molecule will lose 2 moles of water. So what will happen here? 2 hydrogens from this species and 1 oxygen from this species, and as a result you will get this part NH2, and here also 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen is removed means you will get here NH2. So this compound is phthalimide. So once phthalimide is formed means, so you need to heat this molecule at strong condition, that means strong heating should be given. So what will happen here? This nitrogen lone pair attack here, and this will be leaving, and this NH2 minus, and from here 1 H plus is taken, this will be leaving as ammonia. So leading to the formation of this phthalimide. So once this phthalimide is formed, and you can utilize in Gabriel phthalimide synthesis. As I said already, when you treat Gabriel phthalimide synthesis means you have to take phthalimide and you need to treat with potassium hydroxide base followed by reaction with an alkyl halide, and the next step can be hydrolysis, or you can treat with hydrazine. So leading to the formation of these 2 byproducts. Okay, so this is a main product. Okay, so if you check these 2 reactions, the first step I am making phthalimide from ammonia. Okay, and the second step I am using phthalimide, I am getting on alkyl amine. So basically you are preparing alkyl amine from ammonia. So this is a basic thing that involves in Gabriel phthalimide synthesis. Okay, so you can conclude with this in this way, that is a basic reaction involving Gabriel phthalimide synthesis. You take ammonia and treat with alkyl halide leading to the formation of a primary amine. So this is a thing that we need to understand. You may ask a question, sir, just I can take ammonia and I can treat directly with alkyl halide in the presence of a base like sodium hydroxide. So directly I will end up with a primary amine. So then why I need to go to this much of procedure, that is Gabriel phthalimide synthesis and all, why I need to do? So I can directly treat here. So what will happen here? This lone pair will attack here and this will be leaving. So from here H plus and this from here X minus, this will be leaving as HX, and this will be quenched by sodium hydroxide. So that is a basic reaction. So why cannot I do this reaction, and why should I have to do this, that Gabriel phthalimide synthesis? What is necessary to do that reaction? If you ask the question means, I can give you one example. This is at time 0. This is initial stage of the reaction. So at initial stage, so ammonia is present in 100% and alkyl halide is present in 100% of quantity, and this will be 0 because no reaction is taking place at the initial condition. But at 50% time conversion means what will happen? This will be converted into 50% and this will be converted into 50% and this product formation into 50%. So this 50 is reacting and 50 is reacting from alkyl halide and ammonia. So both they react together, they will form 50% of this amine. So let us assume this. So now let us discuss at 50% conversion what is happening. So as I said already, at 50% conversion means you have ammonia and you have the product that is alkylamine and you are also having alkyl halide. So what will happen here? So this nitrogen is also having lone pair and this nitrogen is also having lone pair. So what will happen? This will be attacking here and this X minus will be leaving. So leading to the formation of the expected product, that is a primary amine. So what will happen? Here also nitrogen lone pair will attack this R group, that is carbon atom, and this will be leaving. So this also will give a new amine which is secondary. So this is primary and this is secondary. Okay, so by using, that is a normal alkylation procedure, you will get over alkylation product. This is said to be over alkylation. But our aim is to prepare ammonia to primary amine only. So for that purpose you need to use Gabriel Thallimide synthesis and this method is not advisable. So hope you are able to understand what I am trying to say. When you use normal alkylation method, that is ammonia alkyl halide, means you will not end up with the formation of only primary amine, followed by that you will get secondary amine also, and if secondary amine further reacts also, you will get, that is tertiary amine. So that possibilities are there. So you should not go with this general procedure. Now let us discuss the scope and limitation of this Gabriel Thallimide. So what is the best advantage of this reaction? That is, this reaction involves monoalkylation of amine, that is only one alkyl group can be added. Why only one alkyl group can be added? If you ask that question, means you can see this molecule, this is Thallimide. So in this case, this nitrogen is connected to only one hydrogen atom. So you can add only one alkyl group by removing this hydrogen atom. So we can end up with the formation of monoalkylated product. So now what is the disadvantage? So this advantage itself becomes a disadvantage. What is that? So through that process you cannot prepare secondary and tertiary amines by using this Gabriel Thallimide procedure. Secondary amine means that is R, NH, R, where two alkyl groups are added. This is not possible, and this tertiary amine also cannot be possible. Able to understand? So this is a advantage as well as disadvantage in Gabriel Thallimide synthesis. Now let us discuss some examples based on Gabriel Thallimide synthesis. The first thing is, so in this case you can see this is a dibromo diester compound. So it is treated with potassium thallimide. So under 90 degrees centigrade in DMF solvent. So what will happen? Here you have two bromine groups. So you need to take these 2 moles, two equivalents. So this minus charge attack here and this Br is leaving, and this minus charge also another mole will be attacking here and this bromide will be leaving, leading to the formation of this dithallimide substituted ester. So once it is formed, that is in 90% yield. So what will happen? You need to treat with hydrazine, that is Ing-Mansky procedure. So in this case, this will be broken and this part will be converted into thal hydrazide, and this part will be broken and it will be converted into thal hydrazide, and this will be converted into the corresponding amines. So this is amine thing that you are getting. So you are getting, that is diamino diester compound. So this is a percentage of yield is 80%. So now let us discuss one more example of this Gabriel Thallimide synthesis. So that is, you can take this diethyl bromomalonate. This compound name is okay. So you need to treat with the same potassium thallimide. So what will happen? So it will attack here, this Br will be leaving, that is SN2 process. Here also the process is SN2. Okay, so leading to the formation of this substituted product. So once it is formed means you have to treat with another mole of base. So what will happen? this is base, and here you have electron withdrawing group. So this hydrogen is more acidic. So once this base whatever is used means, say for example here you are using potassium hydroxide means, so this H minus will abstract this hydrogen and this electron will be shifting towards the carbon atom, and here anion will be generated. Once this anion is generated means it will attack this R group and this will be leaving as X minus. So you will get that substituted products. Here also the reaction is SN2 process only. Okay. So once it is formed means the next step can be hydrolysis. So you can do hydrolysis. So for that purpose you are treating acid as a catalyst. So here you have ester group and here also you have ester group. So when two ester groups are getting hydrolyzed under acid condition means you will get dicarboxylic acid, and meanwhile this phthalimide ring also getting hydrolyzed and you will get here amine. So initially you will get amine. As I said already, in acid medium that amine will be reacting with acid and it will be forming a ammonium salt, an ammonium salt. Okay. So this compound is unstable because you have a dicarbonyl system, that is one will be carboxylic acid, another also will be carboxylic acid means, so it will easily expel carbon dioxide molecule. So what will happen here, this electron will be coming here and this will be shifting here, and this hydrogen will be abstracted by this carbanion, and you can see here. So in this process carbon dioxide is removed and you will get a compound known as amino acid. As I said already, so using this Gabriel synthesis procedure, you can also prepare amino acid. So you can utilize this method as preparation of amino acid. You can make various kind of amino acid by changing this alkyl group. That is, instead of methyl, you can use, if you use methyl iodide means you will get here, that is methyl group. You can use propyl, butyl, whatever thing you want you can use. So based on that alkyl group you can make various kind of amino acids. So by considering this these two process, so this Gabriel phthalimide process is one of the important reactions in synthetic organic chemistry. Okay, so guys, I believe this Gabriel phthalimide synthesis is very much useful to you, and if you also feel the same means you can like this video, you may share this video with your friends, and do not forget to subscribe the channel. Ask your friends to subscribe the channel. If you have any questions or queries based on Gabriel phthalimide synthesis means, you may write in the comment section. I will try to give reply to your comments, and I will meet you all with more interesting topic in the upcoming videos. Until then, take care. Bye.